Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. This is the meeting of the Whitman Zoning Board of Appeals for Monday, May 18th. The meeting is being recorded in accordance with town bylaws, and the recording of the meeting will be placed in the Whitman-Hanson Community Access website and YouTube page. And our recording secretary is not here tonight, so this is sort of our record of it. So when you introduce yourself and I ask you for your name, if you could spell the name, if it's not clear, just so it gets on the record for our recording secretary. I appreciate that. Present at the meeting, Mr. Travis, Mr. Keeman, Mr. Curran, Mr. Kimball, Mr. Jones, Mr. Blas, and myself, John Goldrosen. The case for tonight is case number 5 for 2026. 9 Wild Turkey Lane, type of district A2, type of structure an ADU, accessory dwelling unit, owner's name Oliver Onisco. Onisco, okay. Owner's address 9 Wild Turkey Lane. When did you acquire this property? April 1st, 2019. Has any previous appeal been made? No. Section of bylaw of which relief is requested, section 240-6.6. Reason for asking relief for an addition which will contain an ADU. This case was advertised in the Enterprise, the Brockton Enterprise, on April 30th and May 7th. Sitting on the case will be Mr. Keeman, Mr. Curran, Mr. Kimball, Mr. Blas, and myself, John Goldrosen. This time we'll have the reading of the list of abutters.
This is the list of abutters as of April 8, 2026. Parcel 26D, Town of Whitman. That's 26D4-3, Town of Whitman. 26D-4-31 is Metzger, Michael C. Fahey, Victoria L. 6 Bell Drive, Whitman, Massachusetts. Parcel number 6D-4-6 is Shane Troop, 340 Harvard Street. Parcel number 26D-4-61 is John Ellis and O'Brien Ellis? No, Tara M. O'Brien Ellis, 6 Wild Turkey. Parcel number 26D-4-6F is Rosanna Warwick and Jarrett Warwick, 6 Henning Drive. 26D-4-6J is Louis Voss, Andrew Muzniks, Carolyn J. Muzniks, 8 Wild Turkey Lane. Am I getting that all wrong? Do you know them?
8.
Muiznieks.
What does it tell you?
Parcel ID 26D-4-6L is IB Des Onachek, Charles Prince and Germain. 7.
No, they're right next to the 7. Yeah.
7 Wild Turkey. Parcel 26D-4-6M is Paul Arnstein, Jeanette L. Arnstein, 5 Wild Turkey. Parcel number 27B-4-30, Lisa Trudell, trustee Lisa M. Trudell, 2023 Revolving Living Trust, 10 Bell Drive. That's it.
Okay. Let's pass that down, stick it in the file. Okay, the procedure we follow is we ask the applicant to make their presentation. We then have any letters from town boards are read into the records. We have questions and comments from members of the zoning board, and then we go out to the public for your questions and comments. So since this is a hearing, it's almost like taking testimony. We ask everybody to raise their right hand and take an oath to participate in it, no charge. Do you solemnly swear the evidence you shall give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, whoever's presenting for the applicant, would you
Jim
introduce him?
Callahan. I'm the contractor, Callahan Construction Incorporated. And been here before a couple times. And I'm proposed doing the job for all of our, any questions, that you're gonna have, I'm gonna try to answer them the best of my ability.
Well, if you can just walk us through, first, it looks like, maybe to take care of the piece of it that we're probably not really concerned about, it looks like there's a small addition going on the back of the building.
That's like a mudroom,
Okay.
laundry room.
All right, so that's really,
Pretty much squared off the house.
okay.
That's just,
So, that's not really of concern to us in terms of permitting for this. So the addition on the side, which is sort of on the left-hand side of the house, that's where you're putting the addition.
yes.
And looks like you meet the setback requirements.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I think all we're looking at is the site plan approval for the ADU. But if you could, little hard to follow I appreciate having the architectural drawings, but if you can explain to us what's going on, what's going to be on the first floor, what's on the
So
second
the first
floor?
floor is gonna be an extended living room.
For the
like
main,
a family room.
okay, for the main house.
Yeah, for underneath.
Okay.
And the top level is going to be the ADU. It's going to have one door, one entrance into like a foyer, and then it'll have two separate doors inside. So it doesn't look like, there's two doors outside. And it could look kind of weird. So you'd open one door, and then you'd go in, and there'd be two doors there, one up and one into the downstairs residence.
So, and where is that entry door located?
It's on the left at the end of the farmer's porch. There's a farmer's porch there on the main house.
Okay,
And it'll be into like a little L form, and then the door will be right there at the end of the farmer's porch.
so that one door goes into the main house, so it's an
Yes,
addition.
one door on the outside.
One door on the outside. When you open that inside, there's one door that goes into the main house, one door that's a staircase to the second floor.
Yes,
Okay.
two exterior doors.
And what's, can you just describe for the record what the space is on the, just how many rooms are on that second floor? And
So the second floor is like a living room, a bedroom, and a bathroom, of course,
yeah,
and a kitchen.
okay, so one bedroom.
Yeah.
And,
There'll be an egress out the back.
okay, so there is a second egress?
Yeah. Exterior egress.
Is there a staircase?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that on the rear of the house?
Yes.
Okay. And the total square footage looked like for that second floor was maybe 500 square feet? is that?
Yeah, it's 27 times 22.
Yeah, and again, the staircase might not count, but in any event, it's well under the 900 square feet, which is the maximum for an ADU. And your driveway, how many cars does your driveway hold?
I was like 6. Right?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So
We have 5 right now, and there's still a couple rooms.
All right, so it's at least, the reason I ask is we always want to make sure that the person in the ADU can get out of, first has a parking spot,
Yeah.
but also can get out of the driveway without making arrangements, because it's going to be for a family member? Or?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
But-
my father-in-law. and
Okay.
then my mother-in-law.
Yeah, but, it doesn't have to be under the new law. So, we're looking at a situation where ultimately you might want to be renting it out to somebody else, or you sell the house and somebody else who buys the house wants to rent it out. So that's why I'm asking about, the separate entrance, the access to the driveway and all that kind of thing.
I don't know exactly how, I didn't even think to measure the driveway, but it is a double.
Yeah, it's two cars wide, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. Okay. I think that's it. We'll have questions from members of the board to flesh this out a little more. The only, and Mr. Yule, the building commissioner, could not be here tonight, but he didn't have any issues with this as long as it meets, building code and so forth. And the only letter I have in the records from the planning board At the April 28th, 2026 Planning Board meeting, the board reviewed the application and plans for 9 Wild Turkey Lane. The board recommends favorable action in a unanimous 4-0 vote. Thank you for your time, Adam Somerville, Planning Board Chair. Okay, questions from members of the board, and I'll include in this the members who are not voting on the case but can participate in the hearing. Mr. Travis, do you have
No questions, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Keeman?
My other question is the double doors. It's shown here that both of them going out to the porch on the plan. Is there a...
Well, that was, there is a change. We're only gonna have one door.
Right.
So it don't look like,
So it's going to be...
you get 2 doors are gonna be inside the foyer.
Right. How big is the foyer?
The foyer goes, I believe it's 8 feet by like 5.
Okay.
And then, you just open one door,
Right.
egress to the porch.
Yeah.
But the 2 other doors are inside.
Inside. Okay. That's all.
One up, one down.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Mr. Curran?
Now, you do know that you don't have to necessarily have family living there, right?
Yeah.
So when it's all done, when somebody's left the building, so you can rent it to someone, are you gonna build it with fire separation?
I was not.
Have you thought about that?
I didn't, well, because it's part of the house. Like the lower level is it's gonna be an opening, like a 10-foot opening into the house.
So the ceiling of the first floor expansion of the living room
Yeah,
is gonna be underneath the ADU, right?
yes,
So you could 5/8 that.
I could.
I was just asking because if it's gonna be unrelated, it's supposed to have a one-hour fire separation.
I could do that.
So any door that is common to both of them would need to be a 20-minute door,
Mm-hmm.
which is the same as between.
There would be only one door for that.
And,
I could do that.
yeah, and what about heat and air conditioning? You do separate? Like a heat
Yes,
pump?
it's gonna be a heat pump. Main splits.
And you'll have to do hers already, right?
Yes.
It's not fun.
No?
I think if you do heat pumps, you get a special rate on that. So,
Yeah, I believe so.
but you have a company that you use for that stuff?
Yeah, he's in Weymouth. I forget his name, but that's what he was.
Yeah, is it Jay Smith?
I think it is, yeah.
I think he does them. So.
Yeah,
That's all I have.
Okay.
thank you.
Mr.
No
Kim-
questions, Mr. Chairman?
Mr. Jones?
No questions.
Yeah. Mr. Blas?
So if, I'm looking at the drawings again. So there'll be 2 staircases added.
There'll be a staircase inside to go up to the ADU, and there'll be a staircase out back.
Out back, right?
So
that's-
egress out
So
there.
okay, so 2 staircases. So is it 5 bedrooms now or 6?
In the existing
Existing.
house?
Well, we have 5 right now, so it'd be 6.
So okay, so it'll be 5 plus 1.
Yep.
Okay, all right. The mudroom. I guess this is a curiosity question. Why not make that? Is it that much more expensive to put a second floor on that if you're doing all the work to? Yeah, that's only going to be a single.
Well, it's gonna be, it'll be like
It's 1 story, and it's what 10 by.
the mudroom out back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just I was gonna just do a shed roof on that. That's gonna be like an entrance, instead of like going through the
Yeah.
garage, you go through there, and there'll be a separate laundry in that room, and there'll be a place for the kids to take off their
All right,
stuff.
okay, so that's on the opposite side of the
Yeah,
house.
that's like way
Oh,
up
okay.
back.
I'm sorry for. I was thinking that the accessory was above the garage. No, so I'm wrong. Thank you. That's all I have.
Yeah. So you have a garage on the right-hand side, is that?
Yeah.
Do you drive into that from the side, is that?
Yeah, it like curls in front.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish we could use it, but all the kids.
There's a lot of kids' toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only, question or observation I have on this is, it's a little unusual to have the ADU be on the second floor rather than the first floor, because often you're talking about people with limited mobility.
Yeah. Well, what we originally wanted to do was just do a living room and do an addition, but we saw my dad he just passed. It was originally for him because his health was deteriorating, and I saw it, but it was originally for him, and then my mother-in-law, who lives in Abington, she was gonna take it over, but my father-in-law lives with us right now in our spare bedroom, so he said he would take over that, because originally we were just gonna do a living room and just make our house a little bit bigger and do the mud room, just expand it. But then, my dad's like, well, it would be nice, and I was helping him all, like pretty much, I was just there every day, so he figured, why not do it on the second floor where he has some privacy, and there's not kids and, everything like that. And we actually were thinking about potentially doing like a mobile chair, in the hallway.
Yeah. I mean, it's still, your existing house, I didn't take a close look at the plan, is typically, and you get sort of, first floor is like living room, kitchen, dining room, and all the bedrooms on the second floor. I just throw that out there as a thought that both for you, for a future owner, would have made more sense, although I could see how if you had it on the first floor and the second floor, unless that became like almost like a family room over garage kind of situation, that sort of thing. But that's for you to decide what to do. But that just struck me when I saw it that was an unusual arrangement. All right, let me go out to members of the public. Anyone wishes to speak on this, just give us your name and your address. Might as well, you came here,
All right, well, I'm John Kelly. I reside at 5 Wild Turkey Lane, and this is my wife, Joan.
Mm-hmm.
We're in support of all of her. Take care of you. We live at the Arnsteins. We actually went through this on Zoom back, I don't know if any of you men remember, but we had a Zoom meeting during COVID, and we added on to 5 Wild Turkey.
Okay, yeah, kind of.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, anything else from anybody? So, all this being asked for is site plan approval, which is what's required for an ADU, not a special permit. Do we need to say anything about the fire separation requirements, or simply, I think...
No, the building code will cover it.
Okay, the building code will cover that, so...
I was in contact with Jim the whole time.
Okay, so you've already discussed
talking
that.
about it and how to go about doing it.
Okay.
Well, there's still up in the air. The way the law reads, it actually says that existing in-law apartments are automatically to become compliant with the ADU requirements.
That's the way our zoning bylaw reads.
Well, yeah.
But in terms of
But I
the
think-
building code, is the building code clear about how an ADU is supposed to be treated? Is it treated as a...
They're still trying to adopt other parts, make some changes because of this.
Yeah, because I'm not clear if the state has figured out whether to treat it as a two-family house or it's still a one-family house.
Well, the energy code has grabbed right a hold of this, and now they make it so you can't put anything but heat pumps in, right? You can't put no fossil fuel. It makes it so you can't achieve the rating if you use that. So it's kind of, they got you on this, and the heat pumps aren't all that reliable. I think the Mitsubishi ones are, but all that,
I've had them in my house for 7 years. That's what I heat and cool my house with.
and it's working out.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with it.
But you need supplemental heat.
Well, yeah, I have a propane in the kitchen.
Yeah, you're going broke, ain't it?
If you had, I mean, I
I
know,
never use it.
I know people that got their $7,500 rebates, and in the middle of the winter, the coldest day of the year, the thing craps out, and it breaks. I mean, you can't fix it. So you take the whole unit out and replace it.
Yeah,
So they're not rated yet for cold enough temperatures, but either way, they say you have to do a HERS rating for an ADU, and you have to, if it's going to be occupied by a different family, it's supposed to have the 1 hour fire separation.
Right.
And it's not hard to achieve. But you should talk to Jim about that. This board really can't dictate the building code, but I was just
Like I
asking.
said, I've talked to Jim multiple times about the situation.
It seems,
He told me what, like, as far as the front doors go, as far as an entrance, he said it would be better if it was just one door and then you.
yeah, I think that'll look better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what, like I said, I like to do good things, you know?
Yeah,
So,
okay.
I like
Yeah, I
to,
think you'll do a good job. I think it'll be fine. It's just
Okay.
that I wanted you to think about the 1 hour fire separation, not hard to do now.
maybe I'll just do the 5/8 on the ceiling.
Yeah, talk to Jim about it.
Yeah.
I mean, really should be, the state should be interpreting it as, if that's what's required for a non-family member, and an ADU, you know, you could turn around, in spite of what you've told us, you can walk out the door and rent it to somebody else. So really, the state should be applying the building code that way.
There's all kinds of other issues, like is this gonna have its own separate service?
No,
No, so you're gonna share it, so you put a sub panel up there,
yeah,
and, which is okay, but if you put a sub panel in the basement for the ADU, now they can't necessarily rent it, they don't have access to it. So that's all the problems that you as a contractor will have to figure out with the owner. But
So that, actually, I thought a couple other questions. First, is there any basement under this addition?
no, it's a crawl.
Okay, oh, just got, okay. And,
It'll probably be like a 4-foot crawl, I believe, somewhere right around there.
and what about in the main house? Do you have a full basement there?
Yeah, full
Yes,
basement.
okay, all right. And the other thing, when I drove by, it just looked like the land dropped off pretty steeply to the left of the house.
Right.
Are you going to have to do any fill or anything in there, or?
We're gonna maintain the pitch, right, and it'll be just deeper on that end.
Okay,
That's on the left side,
yeah,
yeah.
okay,
It'll meet the foundation requirements.
okay, all right. And it's not near wetlands, so you're sure it's at least 100 feet
As far
away?
as I'm concerned, well, I mean, I'm no botanist, but
Again, just driving by, when I see that kind of drop off, that's what occurs in my mind. So I would just raise
if there
that,
is, it would be well over there.
yeah, just double check that with Jim, see if you need to go to the Conservation Commission to have them sign off on it. There may be, maps available that confirm that there's the wetlands.
I like to do everything the right way.
Yeah, no.
That way they're never-
If you're within 100 feet of the wetlands, you gotta go to the Conservation Commission just to have them say it, fine. So I would just double check with Jim on that, if there's anything that needs to be double checked on that. It might be somebody from the Conservation Commission just needs to go out and walk the property and make sure that's not the case, or there might have been plans from when the subdivision was built.
they have an as-built in the building department,
Yeah,
and that would show wetlands if there is any.
and, yeah, because they would, if there were wetlands, there would have been an issue with when the subdivision was built, so they probably would have needed an order of conditions from the Conservation Commission back then.
I'll look at it.
So if you were able to look that up, that would probably tell you whether there was anything nearby. Okay. Anything further? Then I'll close the hearing and entertain a motion to grant site plan approval, which is all
We'll
that's
make a motion to grant site plan
Okay.
approval.
Mr. Kimball has moved to grant site plan approval. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Blas. All those in favor of the 5 voting on this? That's unanimous. Mr. Keeman, Mr. Cullen, Mr. Kimball, Mr. Blas, and myself, John Goldrosen, all voting in favor. So we're all set. Thank you. And I express my appreciation for the detailed architectural plans. We don't always get that kind of thing, and it makes it a whole lot easier to understand what's going on. And if people have, particularly if a neighbor has a question about, is this going to overlook my backyard or whatever, it helps to have all that. Okay, thank you for coming too. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
How long, thank you.
So
How long will it
we'll probably take
I wasn't sure how.
It'll take probably about a week for me to write up the decision, file with the town clerk. Now and Jim can go over all this with you. There's a 20-day appeal period. Somebody could appeal within 20 days after we file it.
From today's date or
No, from the date that we file the decision with the town clerk. And for that reason, you can't pick up a certified copy from the town clerk until after that 20-day period expires.
When is that
So,
20-day?
It starts when I submit the decision. I've got 2 weeks to submit the decision. I'll try to do it within a week, but
Okay, so we're looking at like 3 weeks.
yeah, you're looking at probably a month before you can get started. Jim, I'll send you, when I file the decision, I'll send you an email just to know that the decision's been filed, and you can kind of figure the 20-day period is
All right,
clicking.
I appreciate
So,
that.
I'm sure it won't add much to your taxes.
we didn't ask how much this is going to cost you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you. All right, let's take care of a couple minutes, and then I do want to ask everybody about your schedule for going forward into July, but let's deal with the minutes. We have the minutes for 61 Meadow Lane, which was an ADU. So let's see, that was myself, Dick Blas, Bob Curran, Bob Kimball, and Ed Winnett, who's not here tonight. So 4 of us to review that.
Make a motion to accept the minutes on the decision.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Blas. What's that?
We're not there yet.
Gentlemen, if I don't think I'm in there,
Well, wait, let me finish this one off. I'm sorry, the motion is made by Mr. Kimball, second by Mr. Blas. All in favor?
Was Bobby here?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, Bob Curran was here. So that's myself, Mr. Blas, Mr. Curran, and Mr. Kimball voted in favor on that. And the general minutes, which I've included in this the discussion that we had with St. James Cemetery. So let's see.
We'll make a motion to accept with the amendment that includes Mr. Curran and the attendees.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were here for that one, yes. So everybody was here for that one. Okay. Okay. Motion by Mr. Kimball. Is there a second?
second.
Second by Mr. Curran. Just have the 5 regular members voting. Well, let's see, Mr. Keeman was not here, right? No, you were here. No, you weren't. Bob Keeman was not here, so I'll just take the 4 members. Okay, all in favor? Mr. Curran, Mr. Kimball, Mr. Blas, and myself, John Gold, goes in favor. Okay, so here's what we got coming up. June 15th is St. James Cemetery. I sent a letter to the town clerk saying accept the plans that they have. She did. We've advertised the hearing. They're all set to go forward. And in fact, Jim Lewis has provided a drawing from the manufacturer what the building will look like too, so we'll have that. June 29th, we have a proposed development at 25 Rye Hill Street, which is 7 duplexes as a condominium.
The 29th?
Yeah, June 29th. And then we have one case that I haven't scheduled yet because I wanted to see what people's schedules were in July. It's at 138 South Ave. It's tearing down an old accessory residential building in the rear of the property and putting up an ADU. which will allow them, I think, I looked at the plan, but I think that'll allow them to move it a little bit away from the property line, so it actually would, you know, I suggested that rather than simply rebuilding on the same foundation.
What number?
138 South Ave.
138.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, in terms of June 15th and June 29th, anybody not going to be here that you know of?
So right now,
Okay,
I'm good right now.
okay. And so then, I guess if people would tell me when they're, so I'm looking at July 6th, tell me if I've got the day of the week right, I think I do.
Yeah, 6, 13, 20, 20.
Yeah, so July 6th, 20th, or it could be the 27th. Anybody is definitely not going to be
6 is no
here.
good.
Okay. I thought it might be where it's, right after 4th of July. Anybody else? Okay, for all those dates in July, because I am anticipating I could see 25 Ride Hill Street going to a second hearing just
Have you
because.
seen that plan?
Yeah,
Can you get us a copy?
yeah, I'll ask for a PDF that I can send out.
Who, is it close to the other one that was done?
655. Well, it's on the other side of Ride Hill Street, so it's not abutting
So
the
it's not the
existing
same
condominium.
project?
No,
No, it's actually abuts the Hanson Town line. There's a subdivision road in Hanson that'll abut. So it's on the south side of the property, right on the town line. But by the nature of it, if we start asking for changes to the site plan, we're going to need a second hearing. So that's why I want to be sure we maintain it. So, all right. So I'll avoid July 6th, and we'll go to July 20th, and maybe I'll put the 138 South Ave on for July 20th, and then when we get to the 25 Rye Hill Street, if we have to continue that, maybe we'll continue that to July 27th, or we'll see how complicated it looks for a second hearing. And there's a couple other things in the works, but I don't know when the applications will be submitted. There's one for a...
Can't you get the South Ave one on for June 15th, or is it too late for that?
Too late.
Is it?
We got to advertise.
Yeah, because we're not going to be a long time at St. James Cemetery.
No,
And that's
but I didn't want to put 20. I could have put 25 Rye Hill Street on that night, but I didn't want to start at 7:30. I figured let's
No, I
start
get
at
that.
7. Yeah, it's too late for 138. The other things that I know are in the works. One is to put a laundromat at 356 South Ave, where we approved the tattoo parlor. And again, dealing with them about what level of specificity of plans are needed for that and so forth. So that hasn't been formally submitted yet, but that could go on July 20th with 138 South Ave. And then Kyle Garvey told me that Steve Egan has purchased another small piece of property adjoining where he's building the over 55 development. So he wants to add a couple more units to that development. So I told him apply for an amendment to the special, it was variances and site plan approval, I think was what we had for that. So I told him apply for an amendment to that. We'll handle it that way. So I don't know when that'll get in. So things are all of a sudden picking up.
So the Rye Hill, are they going to extend the street? Is that what they're looking to do?
No, it's empty property on the south side of Rye Hill Street.
Right.
Yeah. It's like a 3 or 4 acre parcel.
Right, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
it's very steep,
Yes.
drops off very
Yeah,
steep.
there's going to be potential issues with that. There are wetlands off the side of it. And just, I'm sure we'll have questions about the layout, and this lot will be about as concerned about that one. So That's
There's some
why,
pretty boisterous.
that's why I wanted to make sure we had a full, I wasn't gonna put anything else on the same night.
Was Rye Hill, was that accepted by the town?
I think so. I mean, there's other, I'm not positive. I haven't looked
The
at
guy
it.
that was here with the cemetery, the last meeting, he lives up there.
Yes.
He's at 55, yeah.
Okay,
He's pretty loud.
all right, so it'll be June 15th, June 29th, and then we won't have one till July 20th. We'll do it that way. All right, anything else?
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm gonna declare the meeting adjourned at, is it really only 7:35?
Nobody's really rushing.